Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
What is good, my family? Your boy is back, and today I am back with some Mortal Kombat action for y'all. And here what I want to talk about and discuss are the top badass or coolest characters that there is in the Mortal Kombat franchise. Of course, this is how I feel about these characters. I know y'all probably all got your own little list, but this is what we're going to talk about today. As we all know, the Mortal Kombat franchise just has so many characters. It probably has the most characters in any fighting game. But what I had to do was I really had to narrow it down to these 9 characters. And I feel like these 9 characters, these are the characters that if you put them in any type of situation in Mortal Kombat, these 9 characters can get pretty dangerous. And they can really show off their combat skills if it comes to that point. So what I'm going to do here in this video here with these 9 characters, I'm basically going to put them in a ranked situation and basically just finds out who's going to be number 1 and who's going to be crowned as the top badass character in Mortal Kombat. But I do gotta let y'all know though, in the near future I will be doing a MK female version of something like this, so you want to stay tuned for that as well. And as I said before, this is just basically how I feel about these 9 characters. Hopefully at the end of this video, y'all start to get the thinking out of any character in the Mortal Kombat franchise who y'all would think would be the most badass character in Mortal Kombat. Or y'all may have a top 10 or a top 5 list. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more classic ass videos like the one that you're about to witness. And we are going to get into this shit right now. So we are going to start with number 9, and number 9, the character that I put in this spot is Jarek. Now, Jarek is actually one of my top 5 most favorite characters in the Mortal Kombat franchise, but I put him at number 9 because Jarek, when he first debuted in Mortal Kombat 4, I just liked his design. Even though he was kind of like a faster, more updated version of Kano, he was still something different a little bit. And like I said, Jarek is a character that, especially like in MK Armageddon, he's a character that can get pretty dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Armageddon, he was a little cheap, but he's a character that can get pretty dangerous. But as far as putting him in number 9, the unfortunate part with Jarek is, the reason why I put him in number 9 is because Jarek just does not get any shine time in the Mortal Kombat franchise. I mean, it's not his fault, but I just kind of feel like if he were to get more of shine time and get more of a push, I think people will really come to like this character, because still there's a lot of Mortal Kombat veterans that don't even know that this character exists. Like, people be like, who is Jarek? I'm like, what? Come on, man, you know who Jarek is? But yeah, Jarek is number 9, and like I said before, Jarek, real badass character, especially his gameplay can get pretty dangerous. In MK4, he had a good combo game as well. Like I said, he was only kind of like Kano when it came to his special moves, but everything else, he was pretty much an original character. So Jarek definitely comes in at number 9. So the character that comes in the number 8 spot is Raiden. Now, to get started on Raiden, now we all know, I know a lot of people agree with me, Raiden can be a badass motherfucker at times. You know, with his special power, he's a thunder god. Raiden can do some crazy shit. You know, we've seen Raiden do some crazy badass shit. You know what I'm saying? We've seen him We've seen him kill Liu Kang. We've seen what he did to Shinnok at the beginning of MK11. You know, he practically killed Motaro. So Raiden can be a badass when he chooses to be. On top of that, Raiden is a character that he can really intimidate other characters. Raiden really does have that intimidation factor to him. Also, too, Raiden is a nice leadership character, which we're going to get to in a minute. And then on top of that, Raiden just holds one of the most iconic special moves and one of the most iconic yells in fighting game history. So everybody already knows what I'm talking about with the torpedo move, one of the most iconic moves in fighting game history. Raiden also holds that claim as well. Now, but there is no doubt with Raiden that he is a badass motherfucker. And not only that, when he ain't using his lightning powers, Raiden can go toe-to-toe with the best of them. We've seen Raiden get into plenty of martial arts hand-to-hand combat fights. Raiden can do it all pretty much. Now, for people that kind of wondering, so why is Raiden so low on this list? The reason why I put Raiden number 8 and why Raiden is not as high as he is because historically, Raiden does hold back. He holds back a lot. Like I said, he can be a badass when he chooses to be or when he's forced to be. But Raiden does hold back a lot. And when he holds back like that, he does end up getting, several characters killed in several timelines. Like I said, he accidentally killed Liu Kang. He got Johnny Cage killed in the Annihilation timeline. So, he has gotten people killed because of holding back and not being a badass when he needed to. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So, but as for right now, I put Raiden in the number 8 spot. But like I said before, Raiden, as far as his gameplay, he's always been one of the most fun characters to play. He's always been one of the most difficult characters to go up against, and that's pretty cool. Good combos. Raiden has always had those over-the-top fatalities. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I think Raiden is at the number 8 spot. So the character that will come into number 7 on this list is my boy Cyrax, and we already know Cyrax is one of the most badass characters in Mortal Kombat. I don't think a lot of people can really debate that. And Cyrax would be pretty much on everybody's top 10 list at this point. And the reason why I feel like Cyrax is worthy or deserves to be on this list is because if you go back to MK3, when Cyrax was introduced to us, Cyrax was the second most played character in MK3 in the arcades, man. Everybody loved this character. His move set was badass. The net was pretty fresh. He had a lot of shit going on, combo game. Cyrax was one of the most fresh ass characters, him and Sector, but I gotta give the nod to Cyrax, man. And then on top of that too, Cyrax rocks black and yellow, so you can't go wrong with black and yellow. But like I said before, man, Cyrax, man, everybody chose this character. Everybody was having fun with him. When you pick a character like Cyrax up, you will immediately love this character. This character got a lot of good shit going on, a lot of good storyline with the Lin Kuei and all that fucking shit. A lot of people actually thought Cyrax was Scorpion when they first saw him, but you know how that shit is, just same colors and shit, so people already knew that it wasn't. But yeah, also too, basically when MK9 came out, I love the fact how they really pushed Cyrax's human form. That really made the character's popularity grow. So that's another thing I just love about Cyrax. It's kind of like you're getting two different approaches, but the same character with Cyrax. So that's another reason why I feel like he's one of the most badass characters, because when you think of Cyrax, you're thinking the robot, then you're thinking the human Cyrax. Even though they the same, I just like how what they did with him, how you just can work with two approaches. He has been consistent throughout a lot of these Mortal Kombat games. He was on Mortal Kombat 11 story-wise, but they didn't put him in a DLC. That was some straight bullshit. They knew they should have did that, because Cyrax, man, that design, man, it's just totally badass, man. Cyrax, man, I'm telling you, if Cyrax would have been in MK11, Cyrax would have probably saved MK11 on his own. I'm telling you, they would have put him in as a playable character. But yeah, man, real badass character, man. Love this character to death. One of my favorite characters in Mortal Kombat, and he's also a favorite between a lot of other players too. So Cyrax, definitely a beloved character, definitely one of the most badass characters in Mortal Kombat. Cyrax can be a completely dangerous motherfucker when it comes to gameplay and when it comes to combat itself. With his net, everybody know the iconic net, with his throw that led into a combo. He had an air throw that led into a combo. So Cyrax, definitely one of the most dangerous characters and badass characters in Mortal Kombat. The number 6 character on this list is going to go to Liu Kang. And we already know from the start, Liu Kang has been the chosen one by the developers and whoever else. Going back to the first Mortal Kombat, Liu Kang was probably like the undisputed. He was like everybody's automatic main character at that point. Because like in the first Mortal Kombat, a lot of people didn't even really have a main character. So basically, Liu Kang was that character that everybody just chose the most in the first Mortal Kombat. That's just real talk. And, you know, rightfully so, because Liu Kang kind of had that, you know, that Ryu and Ken feel. And then on top of that, people were labeling him as a Bruce Lee character, even though he wasn't. But at the end of the day, this is the reason why Liu Kang is one of the most badass characters in Mortal Kombat. Like, over the years, I've really, you know, my respect and interest has waned when it comes to Liu Kang, because of, I kind of feel like, you know, the developers kind of shove him down our throats a little bit too much, and he's just kind of getting derivative at this point. But that just does not take away the fact that Liu Kang is still one of the most badass characters in Mortal Kombat. You know, his special moves, his flying kick, the bicycle kick, all of that shit is iconic as fuck. In the Mortal Kombat movies, all of those moves are in there. Not only that, you know, Liu Kang also is a character, like I said, with the whole Bruce Lee thing. He was not originally a Bruce Lee character, but when the developers seen that people were labeling him as a Bruce Lee character, Ed Boon actually made a smart ass move by making him even more of a Bruce Lee character when Mortal Kombat 2 came out. So, you know, that's ain't nothing, but that's a plus right there with Liu Kang. And like I said, Liu Kang does have a great story background. Liu Kang, you know, also had some pretty interesting fatalities, like the whole, you know, the arcade crush fatality. And one thing about Liu Kang, though, Liu Kang looked like he's a kind person on the outside, but on the inside, Liu Kang can be a devilish motherfucker when it comes to Mortal Kombat, man. He can get down and dirty, fatality-wise. He's always had some of the best combos in the game. I remember in MK3, man, he had that 7-hit combo that damn near took away 40% of your life. So Liu Kang is a badass. Like I said, from default, not to take nothing away from Liu Kang, you know, like I said, I'm the type of motherfucker, I don't really even like Liu Kang like that anymore. But Liu Kang still is one of the most badass characters in Mortal Kombat history. He's still one of the most iconic fighting game characters and fighting game history. Ain't gonna take that away from Liu Kang. You know, what is Mortal Kombat without Liu Kang? It's been stapled that way, and, you know, rightfully so. So Liu Kang, wherever Mortal Kombat goes, he goes. But Liu Kang is definitely number 6 on the Mortal Kombat badass list. The number 5 spot comes to my most favorite Mortal Kombat character of all time, and that is Stryker. Now, everybody knows, if y'all been following me for how long, y'all already know Stryker is my all-time favorite Mortal Kombat character. He's always gonna be my main character. Whatever Mortal Kombat game that he's on, Stryker has always been my absolute main. Unfortunately, he was not on MK11. But like I said, if Stryker is on the next Mortal Kombat game, which I really do hope to Jesus Christ that he is, he will be my absolute main, and Kung Lao just gonna have to take a back seat. And that's just always how it's been when it comes to Stryker. And I said Stryker is in the number 5 spot because, like I said before, Stryker is one of those characters, like I said, he can be a badass at certain times as well. Stryker's moveset is just badass, and as you can see, a lot of these MK11 characters, a lot of these characters practically stem off of Stryker's moveset. You know, characters like Cassie Cage, Aaron Black, Rambo, they all come from Stryker's moveset. They got Stryker's moves practically, if you really honestly think about it. And Stryker is a character that, you know, a lot of people don't really realize this. I don't even think NetherRealm realizes this. He's a character that you can just build endless possibilities with, but NetherRealm decided to go the Hollywood route, so that's kind of fucked up, and they decided to stem Stryker's concept throughout other characters. That's kind of fucked up, but at the same time, that's why Stryker is such a badass, because Stryker was the first character to actually have a gun projectile in Mortal Kombat. And at the time, it was cool because he was the only character doing it. Now it's just everybody just got a gun projectile in Mortal Kombat. But back in the day, during MK3, Stryker was the only character that had a gun for a projectile. I thought that was kind of cool because it was original. Then, you know, he had the grenades and all that, the whole baton thing. That shit was all original. That's why, you know, Stryker just became my all-time main, because the shit that he was doing, you know, especially with the baton is so original. It's just like Kung Lao's hat. You feel what I'm saying? So same level as that. So Stryker is my all-time main, but at the same time, I gotta put him at number 5. And the reason why I don't put Stryker any higher is because Stryker's personality has been up and down over the years, not his fault, but it is what it is. So hopefully in the near future they kind of, keep his personality, at a standstill, because Stryker's personality has been up and down. I prefer his MK3 personality, but we're just gonna have to see. But Stryker is one of the most badass characters in Mortal Kombat. The shit that he's able to do with his moveset and all of that, his attitude in MK9, he just had the most up straight attitude, man. Like I said before, he deserves to be number 5 and deserves to be on this list, period. The number 4 spot belongs to Johnny Cage, and of course, Johnny Cage is one of the most iconic in the franchise. Johnny Cage, he has been in a good amount of Mortal Kombat games, and Johnny Cage is an absolute badass. It just doesn't matter when it comes to the games, movies. Johnny Cage is a badass character. Not only that, he's the most entertaining character, he's the most humorous character, and he puts the animation into Mortal Kombat. Johnny Cage, I felt he had the best Mortal Kombat ending of all time in Mortal Kombat Gold. That was just like the funniest ending I've ever seen, man. I could just picture that shit in Mortal Kombat Gold, the way that his ending was. Super funny. So the character just brings a lot of animation, a lot of excitement. And Johnny Cage, like I said, he's really a unique character, especially like with his moveset and all that, the shadow kick, all of that shit is iconic. Johnny Cage is also a good story character. He has nice stories with, connections with a lot of characters. His little love story with Sonya, everybody is really digging that, and all that type of shit. And of course, he got the famous splits punch. Everybody just loves that move. Legendary move. Every Mortal Kombat game, that move just gets funnier and funnier. First Mortal Kombat, when everybody seen that move, people was like, damn, what the hell? So, splits punch, unforgettable ass move. Johnny Cage, total badass character, iconic character as hell. He owns a couple of iconic moves, and he deserves to be number 4 on this list. The number 3 spot on this list belongs to Kung Lao. Kung Lao is my second all-time favorite Mortal Kombat character. He was my main character in Mortal Kombat 11 because Stryker was absent. But any other Mortal Kombat game, with Stryker's not on there, Kung Lao is my secondary. And Kung Lao, we already know, Kung Lao is a beast. A lot of people don't like Kung Lao because of that, but he's a beast and he's a total badass. Probably got the best moveset in the game. The famous teleport, Kung Lao's fatalities are kind of not all that badass, but everything else about Kung Lao is just beast mode, Kung Lao's always had good combos. He's always had a good character concept and story. You know what I'm saying? Spiritual rival to that of Liu Kang. Me personally, I like him better than Liu Kang. I just kind of feel like, Kung Lao is just more, he's just more fit to be a hero in Mortal Kombat. I don't know if they'll ever make him be a hero in any of these Mortal Kombat stories, but that's yet to be seen. But Kung Lao is just total beast mode, man. And the one thing about it that I love about Kung Lao is that the Mortal Kombat story actually runs through him. He is the ancestor of the character that really started the entire Mortal Kombat story, which is the original Kung Lao. So, hopefully Kung Lao will have the last laugh when it comes to the story. But he is total beast mode and a total badass as far as gameplay, character concept, and all of that. Kung Lao, everything that he does is just beast mode, man. His special moves, Kung Lao, especially back in the Mortal Kombat trilogy, he always had the best throws and shit like that. He was really one of those exciting characters to watch and fun to play with. So Kung Lao, definitely number 3 on this spot. One of the best characters in Mortal Kombat, period. Number 2 on the most badass character list has to go to that of Sub-Zero. Now, a lot of people probably got Sub-Zero on their top 2 or top 3 when it comes to the most badass and the most brutal character in Mortal Kombat. Sub-Zero definitely deserves the number 2 spot. Sub-Zero has not missed a Mortal Kombat game ever. He has been on every single Mortal Kombat game that I can think of, at least. I don't know if he has missed a Mortal Kombat game. I don't think he has. I think he's been on every single Mortal Kombat game that there is. Sub-Zero probably got one of the best character concepts in Mortal Kombat. The whole ice concept, everybody is digging that. From the first Mortal Kombat, he had the most overpowered projectile. He still has one of the most overpowered projectile. Man, Sub-Zero just a crazy character, man. Sub-Zero probably has the biggest fan base in the Mortal Kombat franchise. He's probably on par with Scorpion, but hey, I ain't a Scorpion fan like that. But no, Sub-Zero, his fan base is definitely up there. And when you go back to MK3, Sub-Zero was fucking beast mode. He was a badass, especially in MK3 when he was unmasked. Sub-Zero was the most played character in Mortal Kombat 3. I mean, there's just no doubt about that. He was the most played, especially in the arcade. When somebody put in that damn quarter in the Mortal Kombat 3 machine, they picking Sub-Zero. And Sub-Zero, man, is just a character, man. Like I said, his concept is always gonna reign. You know, the whole ice thing. And then in MK3, he had one of the best combos in the game. Even though he only had that one combo, it was still one of the best combos in the game. Hey, you know, can't lie. Sub-Zero is an exciting character. One of the most popular characters in Mortal Kombat, period. Definitely a badass. Definitely in beast mode. He's always had one of the most brutal fatalities. Sub-Zero just got it all. And like I said before, the next Mortal Kombat game, we already know Sub-Zero is going to be in it. Whenever the next Mortal Kombat game is announced, Sub-Zero is going to be there. He's going to have his same brutality. Ain't nothing gonna change with this character, and that's why he is in the #2 spot. Sub-Zero definitely deserves this #2 spot because he is a total badass, whether you love him or hate him or think he's toxic. Sub-Zero deserves the #2 spot. He is definitely a badass and definitely a beast. So the character that deserves the #1 spot has to be none other than Shang Tsung. Shang Tsung is everybody's favorite Mortal Kombat villain. He's everybody's favorite shapeshifter, and he is a character that can be as deadly, brutal, and as badass as they come. There's just simply nothing Shang Tsung cannot do. He's practically done everything. And another thing with Shang Tsung is the only Mortal Kombat villain that has actually gotten his revenge on Liu Kang. Liu Kang has just beaten up on all the MK villains. He's beaten Shang Tsung, but at least Shang Tsung got his revenge on Liu Kang, so I was actually kind of excited about that. One of the reasons why Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance was probably one of the best-selling 3D Mortal Kombat games, because a lot of people were kind of happy Shang Tsung killed Liu Kang like that. But y'all feel what I'm saying? But yeah, Shang Tsung, he is that guy. And the thing about it is, you know, Shang Tsung, he may not be as popular as, you know, Sub-Zero and all those other characters, but he is a character, he is the most memed character. He's a character that is just good at talking. Shang Tsung is kind of like the mouthpiece of Mortal Kombat. That also makes him a badass. Like I said, he's a character that does the most with less in any Mortal Kombat game that he's in, and he makes it work. He also holds some of the most legendary phrases in entertainment history, not just gaming, fighting games, but entertainment history. Phrases like "your soul is mine" and "flawless victory." Man, you seeing people from the movie genre, entertainment genre, gaming genre, everybody is saying that. So Shang Tsung is definitely pop culture, definitely brutal and a badass for that shit. And like I said, going back to his gameplay, he's always had good fatalities. His classic soul sucking fatality is just practically just traditional. Every Mortal Kombat game that he's in, or Mortal Kombat movie, the soul suck fatality is going to be there. He is going to suck somebody's soul from their bodies. Just traditional and iconic. This is the reason why Shang Tsung is the coolest, is the most badass character in Mortal Kombat. This dude is pop culture like a motherfucker. Like I said, he may not be as popular as Sub-Zero or Liu Kang, or he may not be as more played as any of these other characters. But what Shang Tsung has been able to do throughout the tenure of Mortal Kombat is just going down straight in pop culture history, and that's facts. Shang Tsung definitely deserves to be #1 as the coolest, badass character in the Mortal Kombat franchise.
Shang Tsung wins. Flawless victory.
So my family, that is the list of the most badass and most coolest and most brutal characters in the Mortal Kombat franchise. Like I said before, this is my specific list. I know a lot of y'all got your own list of the coolest badass characters, and I would like to know about it. So tell me what you think. Leave y'all stories and leave y'all list of characters that y'all think are the coolest badass characters in the comment section below, and we can get the conversation started. Until then, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to your boy for more of these classic ass videos like y'all just saw. My name is Demetrius. I will get back at y'all in the next video. I honestly hope y'all enjoyed this. God bless. Stay safe. I am out. Peace.